Hey everyone, if you're looking for a shuffleboard table that actually fits in your home without taking over the whole room, the Barrington 12ft Webster might be exactly what you need. I know how overwhelming it can be to sift through options that promise everything but deliver little in real life. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. This isn't one of those tiny novelty tables meant for kids or occasional fun. At 12 feet, it's a full competition-size playing field, so if you're serious about the game or just want something that feels like a real shuffleboard experience, this is the size to go for. The playing surface is regulation length, which means you get that authentic slide and scoring feel right at home. But here's the thing: size matters when it comes to space. If your living room is already tight, this table might feel like overkill. It's not something you can tuck away after every use, so think about whether you have the room to commit before pulling the trigger. Assembly is always a big concern with furniture this big, and Barrington doesn't make it sound like a one-person job. The instructions are clear enough, but you're going to need help lifting and aligning the heavy sections. If you're used to flat-pack furniture that just clicks together, this is different. The solid wood construction means it's heavy, and the precision needed for the playing surface means you can't rush it. Plan for a few hours and maybe even a second set of hands, otherwise, you might end up with a wobbly table that affects your game. One thing that stood out to me is the storage cabinets built into the sides. They're not just for show, they're actually useful for keeping pucks, weights, and maybe even a scorecard handy without cluttering your space. If you're someone who likes to keep things organized or you play regularly, those cabinets make a real difference. But don't expect them to hold anything too heavy. The wood is solid, but the cabinets themselves aren't reinforced for stacks of books or anything like that. They're designed for shuffleboard accessories, so use them that way. The craftsmanship is where this table really shines. It's made from solid wood, not particleboard or veneer, so it feels substantial and durable. The finish looks polished, and the design is classic enough to fit into most home decors without clashing. But here's a practical note: solid wood can be sensitive to humidity and temperature changes. If your home gets really dry or humid, you might need to keep an eye on the surface over time. Warping isn't common with quality builds, but it's something to be aware of if you live in an extreme climate. Who should buy this? If you've got the space and you're serious about shuffleboarding, whether for family game nights, practice, or even light competition, this table is a solid investment. It's not a cheap impulse buy, but it's priced competitively for what it is. If you're just looking for something to slide around occasionally, there are smaller, cheaper options that won't take up half your room. But if you want the real deal, this is the size and build to go for. On the flip side, if your space is limited or you're not ready to commit to a table that's going to dominate your living area, this might not be the right fit. It's also not the best choice if you're looking for something you can move around easily. Once it's set up, it's staying put. And while the storage is handy, don't expect it to replace a dedicated game room cabinet. The biggest trade-off here is space versus experience. You're getting a competition-sized table with solid wood craftsmanship, which is rare at this price point. But you're also committing to a piece of furniture that's going to be a permanent fixture in your home. If that's a deal breaker for you, keep looking. If not, this table delivers where it counts. So, if you've got the room and you're ready for the real shuffleboard experience, the Barrington 12ft Webster is worth considering. Just make sure you're prepared for the assembly and the space it'll take up. Check out the link in the description if you want to see the details for yourself. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.